go. And it passed.
Just making up names.
All right.
I got the thought of the day too. You mind if I go?
Jeez, back to back.
Yeah. What was
It's on my
about?
mind.
Toilet seats?
Toilet scenes.
Wait. It was toilet seats?
Yeah, it was toilet seats.
So this is my issue. Can I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Someone close to you?
It seems like
Someone
something's heating you
unnamed,
up right
Close to me that I love very much.
now. Okay.
I got beef with.
Okay.
This is my thing. I'm all for the equality, right?
Yeah.
I'm an active feminist, okay? I'm a proud feminist. We all deserve the same.
Facts. Big
so
facts.
if you put the toilet seat down and I gotta lift it up,
Yo,
that's equal.
why does no
I
one
don't
talk
mind.
about that?
If I put the
I've actually
toilet
never
seat
heard
up,
someone say that.
you gotta put it down. I'm not saying I'm gonna leave it up, but if I happen to,
But
it's
why does it have to stay down?
Here's my thing.
I think the lid should be down.
The lid should
That's
be
the
down.
cleanest way.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think if we're both not putting the lid down, we can call each other out.
This is
I'm telling you right now, I'm a progressive thinker.
that is progressive though.
Because people might get caught in the past.
Why is it standard?
Put the toilet seat down. It's courteous. I'm a gentleman.
The
I
standard
don't mind.
is
I do it.
in favor of one gender.
I think lid down or it's a free for all.
Facts.
Yeah.
Fact. I actually agree with that.
I'm progressive. I just think we
agree
all
with
the
that too.
same. We can all have the same amount of accountability. And I think I get frustrated when 99 out of 100 times
Yeah.
I put it down. If I leave it up the one time, let me leave it up the one
Oh,
time.
Oh,
Hello? What the fuck is this? Why is I almost fell in. I'm like, oh, you don't look? I was like, what if I pissed all over the seat? You're just gonna sit in there? I would never do that to you. The seat's up. I'm a courteous. I'm a gentleman. I would never do that to you, sweetheart. But this is someone unnamed.
Unnamed.
So that's my thought of the day. I just think like those little double standards can be easily resolved if we just sort of. It doesn't have to be.
Lid down.
It doesn't have to be confrontational.
Lid down.
Lid down.
Lid down.
I think we start normalizing lid down.
I think lid
Start
down needs to
normalizing.
become
Because
the
if
new
I go to someone's house
hashtag
and the
lid
lid's
down.
all the way down, I'm like,
Lid
oh, they
down.
just cleaned the toilet. That's how I look at it.
Right.
Like, oh, it's kind of clean. But if it's open, I'm like, oh,
But
there's
it's
a
also
hair
good
there,
for
there's some piss
bacteria and
over here.
everything too, bro.
Yeah. We're putting the ladies first.
Facts.
Yeah.
That actually makes sense.
You're welcome. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. What's your take, man?
No, I agree. The way you're saying it, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, I don't have the problems that you have. Like, I
whoa.
Yo, I just fucking
Whoa,
put the. I put the
broken
lid.
household.
Yeah, right. Like, where you're going through, don't bring me
So you're
into
saying
that
we're falling
shit.
apart.
Yeah, whatever. You don't communicate. You don't put the lid down. Like, you know,
We're
I
working
don't know
on
what's
it.
going
We're working on it. We're imperfect, okay? We're imperfect. We love each other. That's
Yo,
all that
I
matters.
like on some real though. I always put like the whole toilet seat down and the lid down every single time.
So you're ahead of the game.
Yeah, it's like
You're
it's
progressive.
just like
But why though?
why, I don't know. It's just habit. Honestly,
Is it like-
and it probably started at some point with a female saying like put the toilet down, whatever. But
How'd
it's
you
like,
feel about that when they said that? to you?
I didn't really care. I just put it down, bro. Like
It depends on how
it's
they
not that
say
big
it,
of a deal.
though.
But
It depends on how they say
I
it.
They
never.
paid
Why
you.
am I leaving?
If they
like,
paid you, bro,
Nah, bro. Kid, so I put the toilet
Pissing
seat
on the
down
seat.
and the lid down. Like I'm putting everything. Here's the thing. I'm putting everything down, and I'm the kind of person that like if I go to like a public restroom because I use a lot of gas station bathrooms because I'm always on road.
Yuck.
Like,
that's a put the nest down, bro.
yo,
Put the
I always
nest
like
down.
make a
You
little
got
chair.
the nest.
Put the four corners down.
If we're talking about deuces, that's a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
But yo,
You don't raw that.
If I'm missing, like I'm not
Don't
like
raw.
I always
Do
find
not
it
raw.
disrespectful. And yo, I am the real active feminist. Shout out to Nicki Minaj. I am
Shout
the real
out. Shout
active
out.
feminist.
Nicki,
You know,
though.
Rushmore.
Shout out.
Mount Rushmore.
Our
But,
favorite
Yo,
rapper.
literally
Shout out
my
Andrew
favorite rapper.
whoa.
You knew we were about to get canceled.
Go ahead,
bro.
go ahead.
We just made it, bro.
Go ahead.
We
Go
just
ahead.
made it.
Shout out the left.
Yo,
Nikki, Jay-Z. Next question. Go ahead.
yo, literally two greatest rappers of all time. Like, and then Drake somewhere in there. But,
Top 20.
I if I see someone like I will never piss with the seat down.
Yeah,
like
yeah, I wouldn't
I
either.
find that so disrespectful.
wild.
Like
Yeah, that's
it takes
wild.
us 2 seconds to put the seat back up.
Yeah.
Like so, I always like close everything because it's like yo, like I did my business, close the seat, keep it moving. So
But I apply that same logic.
Do you?
I would never piss with the seat down. That's wild because I don't trust myself. I'm gonna piss all over the
yeah,
seat.
of course. We're all gonna piss all
But
over.
what
the seat.
I'm
That's
saying
hard
is
to be that
the
accurate,
same
bro.
way I'll see the seat down and not even think about it, lift the seat up to do my business, and then return it as is.
Yeah.
I would expect that same
There's a lot
consideration
of extra
from them.
steps from
It's a
men.
lot of steps. I talked. You saw that one guy. It was another podcast. He was talking about repetitions. He's like, we do 2 reps to your 0,
Facts.
and then we get shit when we don't do our
Facts.
2 reps.
Facts.
That's
Facts.
that's inequality.
So
And that
In a
is
progressive
inequality.
in a progressive
So
mindset with a
is-
progressive tone.
Is the problem the toilet seat or inequality? From the feminists.
That's
to
deep.
my right.
That's deep.
That's all I want to know.
I think it's. This is a tricky one because I want to answer in a certain way
Say what's in your
because
mind.
there are certain
boy.
double standards in life that I think are unavoidable. For example, the way we pee is messier than the way women pee.
Right.
Right? So there are double standards because we can create a mess that women physically cannot create. So in this circumstance, the double standard exists because of our biology.
Right.
So, it's okay. It makes sense. I'm not mad about it, right? But I still think that the room to grow comes from saying, you just put the seat down.
just
Don't
don't
page me.
Don't page me, bro.
Like,
It's a
say, for
mistake.
example, you come to my house, right?
Yeah.
We're having a party. It's
Yeah.
lit. Everyone's having a good time.
It's lit.
You're the guy right now. You're playing beer pong.
I'm
You have
the
6
man,
shots
bro.
in a row.
I can't miss.
You go upstairs, drop a deuce.
I gotta do what I gotta
Douce.
do.
Okay, you dropped a big old deuce. It flushed,
nasty.
but it didn't flush all the way down. So
Oh.
I'm next up. Okay, I'm gonna just flush your toilet. Okay,
That's nasty.
and I'm
what
not
Douce.
gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk.
I'm
about
just
it.
gonna flush it.
Yeah,
That's
we-
gross.
Why'd
And
you
then
pull
move
it?
on.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
yeah.
go downstairs and be like,
Facts.
Mike, you didn't flush.
That's
Facts.
nasty.
Because
In
that's
front of everyone?
confrontational. That's
Yeah,
confrontational.
facts,
I'm gonna flush because I know 99% of the time that guy flushes. He's
Yeah,
not.
I
He's
flush.
not a
I'm a
non-flusher.
flusher, bro.
Right.
It
I'm
was
a
a
flusher.
situation.
Sometimes it
right?
happens.
I
There's a
flush,
situation. I'm
so-
on the phone. I'm peeing. And I leave the toilet seat.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm intentionally trying to sabotage your next usage.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Flush,
trying to say?
flush that shit and keep it moving.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if a man drops a deuce and doesn't flush, I'm not gonna be mad at the guy. I'm not gonna go downstairs.
Don't be
He's the
mad.
guy right now, and I'm
the
gonna
man.
ruin his
Yeah,
moment.
That's some ruin
that
the
sounds like some
flush.
hater shit right there.
Flush,
Yeah.
and then I'm not cleaning it up after him. Flush, pee, I'm out.
Yeah, just
Facts.
get out
Boom.
there. It's gonna
And then,
smell.
and then it doesn't have to be confrontational. That's my
Facts.
frustration. I feel like the toilet seat, thing is a confrontational thing.
Sometimes you got to just look outside of the box.
Yeah,
Might be a tough day.
it's a tough day. Maybe I had a lot going on.
They're yelling at it. That's the whole thing again. Solutions versus just listening, man.
Yeah,
yeah,
gotta listen
yeah,
about
yeah,
that. We
yeah,
talked
yeah.
You know,
about
it's
I like
like-
that. I like that. I like that.
Is the toilet seat down or is she having a tough day?
Exactly.
And that's the thing.
Is she-
And I try to decipher that. Like, you call me upset. I'm like, you're upset right now. It's not about what you're upset
I'm
about.
here. I'm here for you.
Why
to,
are we
you know?
upset?
Yeah.
Why are we in a punching bag?
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah. Okay, you can yell at me about the toilet seat. Okay, my bad. Sorry, whatever. Take it out on me. But like, what else is going on? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
like, what else is
exactly.
going on?
Yeah,
Like, it's
what's
not-
really
it's- that's
happening?
a surface
Yeah.
level
How was your
issue,
day today
you
at
know?
work? You know,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
yeah,
Like,
tell me. Yeah, and
what
like
did she say?
That can also just come from like a space of like, holding versus expressing emotions, and feelings and what, like, like what's going on in the individual's mind, right?
Facts.
Because like I feel like as guys, like we wouldn't talk about the toilet seat because there's also a lot of things that we just wouldn't talk about.
Yeah.
If I have a hard day at work, like maybe if it's an extremely hard day, I'm probably not talking to anyone. If there's like little annoyances, I'll just talk about it as like conversation starters, but I really don't care about it. But if it's like really stuff that's stressful, it's like whatever,
That's
right?
your
Yeah.
problem.
Whereas like it's like and from like the other side stance, like sometimes it's like that too. It's just like it's gonna get expressed differently. Like I'm not gonna like all of a sudden come home and just start raging because like something happened bad at work. I'm just not probably just gonna maybe I'll talk about it lightheartedly or just not talk about it at all, right?
Yeah.
Go for a walk.
Exactly. Go for a walk, take the dogs, whatever.
But that's
it
a
is,
coping
you know?
mechanism, right?
Exactly,
That's a stress
exactly.
coping mechanism. So it
So-
doesn't boil over and you don't become violent.
Now in
essentially.
society, like a lot of like individuals, especially females, feel like they're always getting pushed aside and no one's listening to what they have to say, right? So it's like if I can win this one battle of expressing how I feel about the toilet seat that's been frustrating me for the last month, at least I feel like I got to.
If it's a
express
month
something.
thing, you're
Okay,
the
tell
guy's
me.
the problem. I think that's an important perspective you show, that it's deeper usually than the issue that we're addressing.
and how
Most
how the
times.
issue is expressed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who cares about toilet seat?
But
really? Who cares about
on that
shit?
topic though, like you said, maybe she's having a bad day and she's sort of regaining her control
Yeah.
through that incident. But I
Exactly.
also think that in itself is damaging, right? Because
Why?
that is one of those double standards, because you should not be regaining your control at the expense of your partner who is not causing your stress.
So here's the thing. I feel like on both sides, we both have the right to regain control of our life stress on our partner. It's just sometimes, depending on the relationship dynamic, certain sex will do it more than the other.
But why is
And
that fair?
I'm not saying it's fair at
Okay,
all.
fair,
and
fair,
I'm not
fair.
saying it's fair at all. And I'm also saying, like, this is a hard conversation for us to have because I feel like we're very like-minded individuals, which means that our partners are going to be like-minded individuals. Really, it's not good. It's not bad. It's just there's going to be a
take
lot of
some shit.
similarities.
We
Like,
take some
like
shit.
we all went to high school. We all went to university. We all played sports. We all have like a certain mindset.
Super
so no
cool,
matter
super-
what, like in
Very
like,
cool people.
yeah, very like extremely cool and
That's
tall
accurate.
and tall people.
Tall,
you know?
good-looking, cool,
all
all
that
those-
stuff.
that's
like, it's
actually
just,
very accurate,
that's
yeah. I was
super
thinking that
accurate,
too.
You know what I'm saying? So like the females that we're gonna like fall in love with, engage
Very
with, be our
beautiful,
partners.
very
Beautiful.
Gorgeous
curvy,
women. Oh my
nice,
gosh, curves
yeah.
everywhere,
That's
right?
nice.
So
Can
it's
cook,
it's-
though.
like, oh my god, could do
That's
whatever,
nice.
you know,
I'm
just
sure he
hold down the
cooks, like,
household, but
every time
like
she
take
cooks.
care of kids, like look after the dog, like
Facts.
everything, right?
Every time
Because-
she cooks,
And like the reality,
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out foods, yo.
Gas
Eating
her
peanut.
up.
What'd you say? Like eating what's the food?
what she,
In
she
the
goes?
track, eating
empanadas.
And-
no, it
Empan-
wasn't
no.
empanadas. It
Wasn't
was
it?
payo.
Little
pea.
Brie with the.
Oh, that was
What'd you
cap.
say?
I never had brie cheese in my whole life.
Yo, you said like a type
You
of food
did
was like
say
peo,
something.
green, like
Yeah, you
Oh,
did say
gallo
something.
pinto.
gallo
Gallo
pinto.
pinto.
That's just rice and beans, bro.
Gallo pinto.
That's just rice and beans, bro. Yeah.
Just
yeah.
say that.
No, I'm tapping into the Spanish community.
Gallo
Yo, for real.
Gallo
pinto.
pinto.
With the Brie with the cheese.
With the
Exactly,
beer,
with the
cheese.
beer
Yo,
and the cheese
honestly,
on
don't
the
listen to the
beach.
rap
That's in
music. I
Jamaica.
lie. I lie on the music. I say I
Doing
ate shit.
yoga.
I said I did yoga, ate brie cheese. Never had that in my life. I never had that combo in my life.
But
Damn.
on some real, it's like we're gonna like have like we're gonna have similarities just because like a lot of our paths are very different, but a lot of our like structures are built off the same thing. So a lot of our partners are gonna have the same similarities, right? So it's hard for us to have this conversation because we're gonna obviously be able to relate. However, we also have to acknowledge that there's people, different sexes on the complete opposite side of the spectrum, you know, and probably more than we acknowledge because
time.
we have a very big
Big time.
bias off of our sample,
Yeah.
off of our sample that we're talking about discussing all the time, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So for us, like what we say in terms of what's equal, what's not equal, like we're the ones that will listen to the vent because we're not gonna vent. You know what I mean? That's just like who we are.
Yeah.
Whereas like there's other people that are on the other side and like their other partner is the alpha.
Yeah.
You know, their other
Yeah.
partner is the breadwinner.
I
The
think
other
the-
partner is the person that's taking control
The
of
gender
situations
of
and
the
making all decisions.
alpha may shift, but it's the dynamic that we're addressing.
Mm-hmm.
There's usually one person who's more leaning on the other person, whether it's male, female,
Always.
boy,
Yeah.
girl, boy,
I
boy,
agree.
whatever
I
the
agree.
whatever the dynamic is.
I agree.
But there is a more emotionally stable person and a less emotionally stable,
Always.
or
Yeah.
there's a person that needs to express their emotion and share their emotions.
Again, That's why it
and
works.
someone could be an alpha and
Whether
still
they're
be very
male, female,
emotional
or whatever, yeah.
exactly. I agree.
So no, we're definitely agreeing. I think we're building on each other's perspectives because
Yeah.
my whole toilet argument was just sort of say like to zoom out is sort of say like leave the little issues little. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Facts.
And when it's time to deal with a big issue, make a big issue.
That's why.
You know what I mean?
But it's healthy at the same time to always discuss these type of things
It's
because
true.
you don't want the little issues to build up into that big
Yeah.
issue.
It's true. It's true.
You know?
It's true.
Yeah, and it is frustrating because when you do it, like from a guy's perspective, I know this could come off the wrong way, but often it's the guys that leave the toilet seat up just based on the way we pee and our biology and all that kind of stuff,
Facts.
right? From a guy's perspective, it is unintentional.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We don't want you to fall
Yeah.
in the
And
toilet.
you should look
Yeah,
before
you
you
should
sit.
definitely look before
Even
you
at
sit.
couches, even at regular
There's no
chairs.
reason
Look
you should
before
fall
you
in.
sit.
You
Like,
just-
yeah,
you know
what I mean?
That's just being dramatic.
Falling in is
You're
a
not gonna
stretch,
fall
right?
in. If you
But
fall in, come on.
even if you do, okay, the act of leaving the toilet seat up was unintentional.
Yes.
So I think we should come to a conclusion as a society to say, maybe if he doesn't do it, like you said, if it's a monthly thing, okay, maybe you need a talking to.
Yeah.
But if it's a 99% thing, he's good, and 1% he's off, just put the toilet seat down.
A
like
little
it,
butt
like my
wet.
example,
Your butt's
if
wet a little bit.
Yeah, your
bro.
butt's
It's
wet a
not,
little
it's not the
bit.
worst
there's
thing
a
in the
shower
world.
right beside the toilet,
Facts.
you know what I mean? Just hop
Facts.
in, clean you up. You'd be good.
Yeah.
You know what
I think I also want to add on. I also want to add on to this. If there's like a little issue and you're about to really spaz out on someone over a toilet seat, sit down and really think about like, why am I
No
so
pun
upset?
intended. Sit
Why?
down.
And then
going
go
on?
talk to the partner about what's really going on in the day, in the life, in the relationship, and have that discussion because
You
it'll be a
want a
lot more
hug.
valuable. Yeah, like it was like, yo, listen,
that's
it's been a
nice.
long day. I
That's
just
a
want a
low
hug.
hug.
Also,
That's a low hug.
yeah,
Wet butt.
yeah.
That wet
It's
butt
low-
hug.
Yeah, come
it's
here with that
low-
wet
low-
butt, girl.
Yeah, exactly. And also
Let's get in-
maybe slide in there. You know, it'd be nice if you put down tootsies. But you know, at the same time, like you know, like
and that's what the thing is. Like, you know, I grew up in a house all women. I have 3 sisters. You
shout
know
out
what
to
I mean?
women everywhere.
Just shout out to women in general.
out to women,
I was always the guy, put the damn toilet seat down. I've heard that my whole life, right? So it's conditioned into my brain. But as I progress in life, I say, you know, we all need to put the toilet seat down. You know what I mean? We all need to be, and I know it's symbolic in a sense.
And you know, it'd
We
be nice.
all need to
It'd be
take care
nice.
of
And I
business.
think what we're saying too is it'd be nice if females just like left the toilet seat up for us once.
Yeah.
that'd be whoa.
That'd be cool.
That would be really
That would
nice.
be cool.
Throw us
If you're
off.
about to pee,
Yeah.
you're probably not gonna pee for a while.
It'd feel like a
Yeah,
urinal.
just put it up.
It'd feel like a urinal. I just whip it out, go, and I just cut.
If let's just say, like, you know, like you guys both come home and the guy's doing the gentleman thing. He's like, all right, you use the bathroom first.
Yeah.
You know, and then all of a sudden he uses the female uses the bathroom, and then she leaves the seat up, and you go in there. It's like, oh,
It's up.
that would actually be very,
That's considered.
yeah, very
considered.
considered. I would, whoa, that would just change the whole table.
Yeah.
Yeah.